Good morning, students. Welcome to our online e-learning class. This is your second period and the subject is economics. Students, yesterday, that is Monday, we have started a new chapter called Balance of Payments. And we have covered the introductory part of that chapter. Yesterday, I explained about what is meant by foreign trade or international trade, who is regulating, controlling the international trade, that is WTO. I have explained you why foreign trade is necessary or a must. What are the things that are there in international trade, that is exports and imports. I also explained what is meant by balance of trade, its a definition, it's in symbolically representation. I explained what is balance of payment, its a definition and a numerical symbolically expression. I also discussed about the difference between BOT and BOP. So these issues we have discussed already in the previous class. Now today in this period, through this video, I am covering some more topics. First I will cover the balance of payments account, its meaning and its components. Balance of payments account, its meaning and components. In that, I will also explain the components of balance of payment, the structure of balance of payments. Then I will start balance of payments on current account. Next, components of balance of payments on current account. Then we will go balance of payments on capital account, components of balance of payments on current account. So these topics today we will try to cover, students. So I appeal all my students to listen and watch this video carefully, so that there will not be any confusion further in understanding the concepts which are given in the chapter or in this chapter. So students, balance of payments account, balance of payments account, its meaning and components. The monetary picture of international trade. I mean, whatever trade we are doing, international trade we are doing, if you see that one in monetary basis, money basis, so the monetary picture of international trade of a country is presented in the form of balance of payments. I repeat once again, the monetary picture of international trade of a country, the monetary picture of international trade of a country, if it is presented in the form of balance of payments, then that's called balance of payments account. I repeat once again, the monetary picture of international trade of a country is always presented in the form of balance of payments. Okay, now what is balance of payments or balance of payments account means? Now the definition. Balance of payments is an annual statement. Balance of payments is an annual statement of accounts of monetary transactions of a country with the rest of the world. I repeat, balance of payments is an annual statement. Yearly statement. Balance of payment is an annual statement of accounts of monetary transactions of a country with the rest of the world. That means we are doing exports and imports. When we do exports, we will get money from other countries. When we do imports, we have to pay money to other countries. If the same thing is shown in the form of a statement, in the form of an account statement, that how much money we received from other countries through exports and how much money we paid to other countries on imports, this monetary annually prepared statement is nothing but called the balance of payments account for a year. Generally, balance of payments account is prepared for every year, every accounting year. Okay, students, I'll repeat once again. Balance of payments is an annually statement of or annual statement of accounts of monetary transactions. How much money transactions you have done through exports, through imports, or else how much money we paid in the form of interest or dividends to other countries if you have taken loans, or how much interest and dividends or other grants or donations we received from other countries. If this entire thing is shown in the form of a statement, monetary statement for that year, that is called balance of payments account. It is prepared for every year. This monetary transactions can be three ways. Monetary transactions between two countries or one country with other countries are done in three categories. I repeat, the monetary transactions, the money transactions can be done in the three categories. Number one, transaction in goods. Transaction in goods, known as visible trade. Whenever you are doing transactions in the form of goods, that is called visible trade. Here, visible means what? Goods which you are sending to other countries or importing from other countries can be seen, can be touched. That's why they are called visible goods. So transactions in goods known as visible trade. It involves what? The inflow. Inflow means what? Coming to our country. They are called imports. And the outflow, that means what? Exports, which you are sending to other countries among the nations. Now, second one, transactions in services. Transactions in services. This transaction in services is also called invisible trade or invisible items. Transactions in services, also known as invisible items or invisible trade. So this includes what? The inflow and outflow. Inflow and outflow of services. Services cannot be seen. They cannot be touched. That's why they are called invisible items. Okay. Whenever these invisible items are exported and imported, when there is inflow and outflow among countries, then that's called transactions and services among the countries, which are invisible items. Now, third one is transactions in capital. Transactions in capital. That means, suppose we have taken loans, advances from World Bank or International Monetary Fund, that organization, or with any other countries. We need to pay it back, the principal amount and also the interest dividends back to them. So this is called capital transactions. Sometimes if you are receiving any donations, any aids, any grants from other countries, or we are giving to any other countries, so that also included in what? Capital transactions. So transactions capital is the third one, like loans, deposits, investments, etc. It involves inflow and outflow of capital among the nations. So all these three things, transactions in goods, transactions of services, and transactions of capital, all the three things are included in balance of payments account. These three things are included in balance of payments account. What are included? Visible goods, invisible services, and here capital transactions. All the three are included in the capital account of, all these things are included in what? The balance of payments account. Now, one important thing, GK point also. Whenever we are doing any capital transactions, I mean giving loans, taking loans, giving donations, aids and grants to other countries or taking from them, or investment done in other countries, or invited investment in our countries, all these capital transactions, generally they can be done in what? The currencies of the respective countries. The currencies of respective countries. Suppose India is giving loans to some country, we will give in Indian currency. Suppose we are taking from Saudi Arabia, from dinars we are taking the currency, dinar forms. So we are taking in this way. But as a general rule, all these transactions must be either settled in the home currency. I mean that particular country's currency. All these transactions can be done in that home currency of the exporting country, or more generally a hard currency like US dollars. Because US dollars is the standard currency throughout the world. So all these capital transactions are done in what? US dollars form. We can do it in home currency also, but as a general rule we have to do in US dollars form because it will be acceptable to all the countries. Now, components of balance of payments. There are two components of balance of payments. How many components are there? Two. There are two components of balance of payments. Number one, current account. Second is capital account. Current account and capital account are the two components of balance of payments. So, if you see the balance of payment statement of any country, you can take India or any other country. If you see, students, if you see the statement, that annual statement of balance of payments account of any country, you will notice two things. One is current account, another one is capital account. Okay, now moving to next one, that is structure of balance of payments. What is the structure of balance of payments? I mean, what are all the things are included in the balance of payments? So generally, I told you, the balance of payments are having two components. One is current account, another one is capital account. In current account, the following things are included. Number one, current account, exports, imports of goods or visible items. Export and imports of goods in visible items. Exports and imports of goods or any visible items that comes under current account. Second one, exports and imports of services or invisible items, both are there in the current account. So in the current account, what are the two things are included? In the current account, the following two things are included. One is exports and imports of goods or visible items. Second one, exports and imports of services, that means invisible items. These two comes under current account. Now what this comes under capital account then? Capital account, it consists of so many things. For example, components of balance of payment on capital account. In a capital account, what are the things are added, or what are the things that are included in the capital account? Components of balance of payment on capital account, components of BOP on capital account. Now what are the things are there in the components of balance of payment account? The following things are there. Number one, foreign investments, foreign countries investments, borrowings, when you are borrowing money from other countries. So foreign investments, borrowings, deposits by the NRIs, deposits by the NRIs, non-resident Indians, and errors and omissions. Errors and omissions, I'll explain that one. What are errors and omissions? So errors and omissions, deposits by the NRIs, borrowings, foreign investment, all the three comes under what? The components of balance of payment on capital account. Now again further I'm moving forward. Foreign investments, again subdivided into two categories. Foreign investments are again subdivided into two categories. One is FDI, foreign direct investment. Foreign investments again is subdivided into two categories. One is FDI, foreign direct investment, and second is portfolios investment. Portfolios investment, I'll explain that one. Whereas borrowings, again borrowings also divided into two categories. That is commercial borrowings and external assistance. Commercial borrowings and external assistance, these two are included in borrowings. So this is the structure of the balance of payments of any country. Now moving to our next topic, that is balance of payments on current account. What is meant by balance of payments on current account? Just to tell you, current account includes what? Exports and imports of goods, visible items, and exports and imports of services, invisible items. Yes. So balance of payments on current account. Listen students. Balance of payments of current account is what? It is nothing but it is a record of inflow and outflow of foreign exchange by a country during a year, arising out of the imports and exports. I repeat once again. What is meant by balance of payments on current account? The answer is balance of payments on current account is a record. The inflow and outflow of foreign exchange. The inflow and outflow of foreign exchange by a country during a year, arising out of the imports and exports of. What it includes? Goods or all visible items or merchandise. Second one, services or invisible items, including along with current transfers. So these two are added in that record. I repeat, what is meant by balance of payments on current account? So balance of payments on current account, it is a record, or I can say it records. The balance of payment on current account, it records. It collects, it records the inflow and outflow of foreign exchange. The inflow and outflow of foreign exchange by a country during a year, arising out of the exports and imports. It includes two things. One is goods or visible items. Second one, services or invisible items, including along with the current transfers. Exports of goods and services. Exports of goods and services are recorded on the credit side. Exports and imports of goods, exports of goods and services, only exports. Exports of goods and services are always recorded in the credit side. In accounts you are reading, which side is credit side? So exports of goods and services, only exports. Exports of goods and services are always recorded on the credit side of the account, and it leads to the inflow of foreign exchange. When we are doing exports, then we will get what? Money from other countries. That is the inflow of money. Whereas imports of goods and services, are recorded on the debit side. On the debit side, as it leads to the outflow of foreign exchange. Inflow of foreign exchange, outflow of foreign exchange. Inflow of foreign exchange takes place when you are exporting goods and services. Outflow of the foreign exchange takes place when imports goods and services from other country. So that record is included in what? The balance of payments on current account. Students must note that since it is more on an accounting concept of maintaining records of the country's foreign exchange related transactions, if any transaction results in a inflow of foreign exchange, it would be placed on the credit side. Always inflow, when money comes from other countries, recorded in credit side of the balance of payments. Whenever you are making the balance of payment statement, the inflow of currency through exports and imports of goods and services are written in credit side. Any transactions resulting in outflow of foreign exchange must be placed in the debit side of the balance of payments. Now next topics. Current account balance may be surplus. Current account balance may be in surplus. Current account balance is surplus without CAS, cap letters CAS. That means current account surplus. When the current account will be surplus? When the value of exports are more than value of imports. When value of exports are more, when exports are more from our country. Yesterday I told VX, V capital, X at the bottom. X means what? Exports. And V bottom M, small letter M, that means value of imports. So the current account balance may be surplus. When the current account balance will be surplus? The current account balance will be surplus when the value of exports exceeds. When the value of exports exceeds than the value of imports. When value of exports is greater than value of imports. And that's a good indicator to any country. Now, current account balance may be in deficit. Sometimes the current flow of balance will be in deficit. When the deficit will be arised? When the value of exports is less than the value of imports. When the value of exports is less than the value of imports. That means when the value of imports exceeds than the value of exports. In that way also we can say value of exports is less than the value of imports. The same thing can be said like this. When the value of imports exceeds than the value of exports, that is called what? Balance of current account balance will be in deficit. Value of exports is lesser than the value of imports. Now, third point, current account may be in balance. Sometimes the current accounts will be balanced one. First one, surplus. Second one, deficit. Third one, balanced one. Sometimes the current account may be in balanced type, balanced one. How? That means when the value of exports and the value of imports both are equal. When the value of exports, Vx, is equal to the value of imports, Vm. So Vx is equal to Vm, that is called the balance account is balanced, or current account will be in balanced position. So the first position, the current account balance is surplus, is favorable to our country. Second one is not favorable to our country, that is what? Current account balance is deficit, is not favorable to any country. But the third one, neither loss nor gain, that is what? Balanced one. Now, how we can express the surplus one? Vx is greater than Vm, surplus one. Second one, deficit one. Vx is lesser than Vm. And third one, Vx is equal to Vm, that is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Now, moving to next topic, that is components. What are the things? Components of balance of payments on current account. Components of balance of payments on current account. Components of balance of payment on current account, that is the topic, next topic. Listen students. Current account, I already told you, current account is further divided into two categories. I told you, current account divided into how many categories? Two categories. One is what? Exports and imports of goods and services, visible items. Second one, exports and imports of goods and services, invisible items. Both comes under what? The components of balance of payments on current account. I repeat, current account includes two components. As I told in the structure of balance of payments, I told you, the current account is divided into two categories, which includes first one, exports and imports of goods, visible items. Second one, exports and imports of services, invisible items. So, same thing are there. So, the topic is components of balance of payments on current account. It is divided into two types. Number one, BOT, balance of trade. BOT, balance of trade. Oh, what is balance of trade? Yesterday I told you. Balance of trade includes all visible items. Only balance of trade, BOT, always includes the visible items only. Example, all types of goods or merchandise. Goods can be directly associated with the tangibility. Those goods which can be seen, which can be touched, they are called tangible goods or visible goods. So, BOT, balance of trade, always includes the visible goods. Example, all types of goods and merchandise or tangible goods. Some prime examples are agricultural goods. So, all agricultural goods, industrial goods, crude oil, petroleum, raw petroleum, crude oil, machinery, any metal, copper, etc. all will come under what? All will come under what? Tangible goods or visible items. So, symbolically, how can you express balance of trade? Symbolically, balance of trade is shown like this. Balance of trade is equal to exports of goods. That means G, here X means what? Exports. G means what? Goods. X big letter, capital letter, and G down you have to write. Balance of trade is equal to exports of goods, X down G, minus imports of goods, means X M. So the difference between exports of goods and imports of goods, is called balance of trade. When the balance of trade will be favorable? When the exports are more than the imports. When the exports of goods is more than the exports of imports of goods. When the exports of goods is more than the imports of goods, then we can say the balance of trade is favorable for any country. But if the imports of goods are more than the exports of goods, then the balance of trade is not favorable to any country. Now second one I told you, balance of invisibles. First we studied balance of visibles. Now balance of invisibles. What is balance invisibles? I mean BOI. B cap letter, O small letter, I cap letter. B cap letter, O small letter, I cap letter. Balance of invisibles. Balance of invisibles include all invisible items only. Balance of invisibles always includes all invisible items. And they are not tangible goods. They cannot be seen. They cannot be touched. Some of the examples of this invisibles are banking service, transport, insurance. Banking, transport, insurance, all will come under what? Invisible items. It must be noted that it also includes, balance of invisibles not only included the invisible items like banking, insurance and transport, but also it includes the current transfers. That year what we are going to pay, the current transfers, that means either made by us or received by us. So the balance of invisibles, it also contains what? The current transfers made to other countries or received from other countries along with the invisible items. So how will you show the symbolically the formula? Balance of invisibles. Balance of invisibles equals to, or balance of invisibles is equal to exports of services, X and S, X capital small s, exports of services, and imports of services, M minus S. Exports means X. X means exports, bottom S. Exports of services, capital X and small s, minus imports of services, M capital and small s down. So balance of invisibles formula is exports of services X by S minus imports of services M by S. Now, as mentioned above, invisibles are different types of services and transfers that takes place between two countries, two nations, which includes what? Services of different types like banking, transportation, insurance. First one. Next one, unilateral transfers. I told you unilaterals. What are unilateral transfers? Donations, grants, aid. This one. So unilateral transfers taking place between nations by way of donations, gifts, remittances by residents, remittances. Remit means what? Paying, remittance of residents, etc. Indian nationals, the people of India, Indian nationals, the people of India, Indian nationals earning income from abroad. If our Indian people, Indian nationals are earning income from abroad in the form of rent or in the form of wages, in the form of salaries, in the form of interest, in the form of dividends, in the form of profits. Similarly, foreign nationals earning incomes from India, they are also included in this one. Now, second topic is balance of payments on capital account. Balance of payments on capital account. Now listen students, balance of payments on capital account. What is meant by balance of payments of capital account? Listen, balance of payments of capital account refers to the balance of capital transfers I repeat, balance of payments on capital account refers to the balance of capital transfers, borrowings, lendings, purchases, sales of physical or financial assets that arise between the two countries. That means whenever we transfer, we borrow, we lend, we purchase of financial assets or physical assets between two countries, that will be included in a capital account. I repeat once again, balance of payments on capital account refers to what? Balance of payments on capital account refers to balance of capital transfers. Balance of capital transfers, borrowings, lendings, purchases, sales of physical assets or financial assets that arises between the two nations, two countries. Capital inflow, coming of money from other countries. Inflow is coming from other countries. Capital inflow both ways, to and from a nation to the rest of the world. ROW, rest of the world. ROW means rest of the world in economics. ROW, rest of the world. So capital flows both ways. Capital flows from our country to other country and from our country to other country. Capital always flows from our country to other country, from other country to other country, both ways, to and fro. Okay. Inflow of capital are from rest of the world. Some is coming from money coming from other countries, rest of the world, that also included. Now, components of balance of payments on capital account. What are the components? What are the components that are included? What are the components that are included in the balance of payments of capital account? What are the components that are included in the components of balance of payment in capital account? Now, the following three are there. Foreign investment, borrowings, net deposits by the NRIs. These three are added. I repeat, foreign investment, borrowings, net deposits by non-resident Indians. Net deposits by the non-resident Indians. So, borrowings, foreign investment and net deposits by the NRIs, all the three together comes or included in the balance of payments on capital account. Here foreign investment means two types. Foreign direct investment plus a portfolio investment. Foreign investment includes two things. One is FDI, foreign direct investment, plus portfolio investments. Next, borrowings. Borrowings also included two things. External assistance, help. External assistance plus commercial borrowings. External assistance and plus commercial borrowings, both are included in borrowings. Now, net deposits by the NRIs. That means fresh deposits by NRIs minus withdrawal of deposits by NRIs. How much NRIs deposited and how much NRIs withdrawn the money. The difference will be added in this capital account. Now, suppose if you want to tell, sir, what are the things that are included in balance of payments on current account? So you can say foreign investment, borrowings and net deposits by the NRIs. 1, 2, 3. All these three are included in the balance of payments of current account. Students, you have one doubt, that is foreign direct investment or portfolio investment and errors and omissions. What are these? So this I will explain, since time is running out. This I will explain in the coming period. So till then, today up to this much only we are covering. Okay. Hope you have understood. I suggest my students to read the textbook, to read the reference books, so that you can understand in a better manner. Students, all the time, every day, by the end of the video or through live session, always I am appealing to you. Please complete your notes and send the notes in my personal window. So do it, students, please. Thank you. Take care.